I've been online since 2016, but I have been selling on Amazon for over 20 years.
Insane. And it's so fun because like when I first got into Amazon, I've been doing it for 7 years now.
Then I read Crush It, which is a book by Gary Vee, and I realized, oh God, I need to get on social media and start sharing my knowledge with other people.
You have 150 videos, I've got 1,600 videos. We can actually take our videos that we've already created and connect them to these campaigns and make this additional commission.
And I'm not a religious person, but I believe and I have faith, and just like, here I am, and it's all because of sharing knowledge on the internet, and it's wild.
You said $4,800?
Yep.
Welcome back to the Viral Vue channel. Today is a insanely special video. We have, and when I say GOAT, I mean the GOAT, Reezy Resells. Anyone who is familiar with any sort of Amazon world, whether it's Amazon influencers selling on Amazon, they know who Reezy is. He's been in this space for what, 20 plus years?
I've been online since 2016, but I have been selling on Amazon for over 20 years.
Insane. And it's so fun because like when I first got into Amazon, I've been doing it for 7 years now. He was one of the first people that I watched, and I feel like anyone in the Amazon space learned from him. One of my favorite things about him is he knows so much and you're willing to just share what you know. And I love your integrity. He doesn't talk about things unless it's legit. Like he doesn't promote someone or something unless he truly believes in it. And so I love your integrity. Like I love the friendship that we have, and I love the person that you are. Also, like the lifestyle that you live, you created this amazing business for you and your family and your upbringing, and you do what you love, inspire so many people. So I'm privileged to have you on, and want to give you a second to give a quick 30-second, 60-second rundown for everyone watching right now.
Yeah, dude, thank you so much. I'm blessed for that intro. That was great. My name's Mike Resendez. I go by Reezy Resells. I've been selling online for over 25 years. I started selling on Amazon in 2004. I started selling on Yahoo auctions in 1996 when I was like 16 or something,
Nice.
or 15 or 14.
He's a hustler.
I don't know. But I had a kid and got married at age 16 and dropped out of high school and started living on my own. Still married 25 years later. This will be our 25-year marriage anniversary, which is, super blessing.
Congrats.
And I was very lucky to discover selling used books online, and they were selling them on Amazon. Turns out I didn't know what Amazon was. I did that for 10 years. I sold over 5 million in used books. Then I read Crush It, which is a book by Gary Vee, and I realized, oh God, I need to get on social media and start sharing my knowledge with other people and, gaining that, equity, of helping others, and that the potential upside was limitless. And so I started doing YouTube in 2016, and very quickly, like in almost about a year, I started making more from YouTube than I was making from selling on Amazon. And not just YouTube, but also like sponsorships, affiliates, speaking gigs. Like I was doing $1 million a year on Amazon, not profit, sales. You know what I mean? And so I don't know, 250, 300,000 profit or whatever used books. But as you know, like social media content and stuff like that is like pure profit.
Right.
And on top of that, it's less risky. And now I'm helping people. So I have this very warm feeling in my heart, and I'm not religious. And I grew up from a very impoverished situation and very jaded at society and my lack of opportunity. And I was never taught that, like, for example, when I would hear it's better to give than receive, I would be like, yeah, right, give me some stuff. Because I don't have anything.
Yeah.
So I think your cup needs to be full at least some level before you can really understand that. But now I understand it, because when I give and help others, it makes me feel like I'm not just a meat bag on this planet. I'm like, I feel like divine. Like I have a purpose. Like everything happened in my life because to make me this person, so that now I can go share that and reach and connect with others so that I can help them change their life. And I'm not a religious person, but I believe and I have faith, and just like, here I am, and it's all because of sharing knowledge on the internet, and it's wild.
Amazing. Truly an inspiration. I mean, to me, to everyone watching. I hope you guys like watch so carefully and take everything that he says not for granted, because he's about to drop some golden nuggets here. Now, we could spend 5 hours in this room going over each aspect of your life, each business model, and you could share so much because you've been around the block in so many aspects. But I want to focus a little bit on the Amazon Influencer Program,
Yep.
which is what this channel is all about, which is basically making review videos, uploading them to Amazon, and getting paid every time a customer watches the video and buys the product. So I know you kind of dabble with that. You dabble with a lot of things, but give us your background with how you got started with the Amazon Influencer Program and just kind of how all that went for you.
Cool. So I got into it through through networking. I have a good friend, RJ Martinez. He goes by RJ Hustles on YouTube. Great guy. You could trust him. And I trust him. And he's actually was a student of mine. And so it's like full circle. I'm learning from him now. And he was talking about the influencer program. So I knew it was real. And I really wish I would have paid attention a little sooner. But I'm like Cade says, I got a lot of, pans in the oven or whatever. I'm a little distracted. And so when I finally did take it serious, I made 150 videos. I actually made 200 videos in 4 hours. 50 of those products weren't listed.
4 hours.
Yeah, 50 of those products weren't listed on Amazon. Well, I gathered all the products into one area so that I could film them really quickly.
Okay.
And they were all like 30 to 60. So you've seen my videos, they suck. But they still make me money, so that doesn't matter.
Which is like why it's so great. Like the videos don't have to be that great and you can still make money from it.
Right, because I think like the authenticity is what matters. People want to see regular people talking about products, not commercials for products. And so to put that in perspective, I put 150 videos down, made $600 the first month. And I was like, wow, I just made $600 for 4 hours of work. But their trippy part was then I made $600 for the next 5 months. And then some things changed on the platform. The carousels got watered down a little bit. So then I was making, 200 to 300. So like ultimately I made $4,800 in the last 12 months from 4 hours of work, which is like $900 an hour.
That's crazy.
It's close to the most I've ever made as far as like time in, money out. And there's no risk. Like all I did was review the stuff I already have and then like modify my future purchase habits to kind of lean towards ones that would be better to review. But there's literally no risk, and it's, in my opinion, it is the easiest way to make money online that I've ever seen in 20 years. I mean, it's easier than selling weed to college kids. Like, and I'm not trying to like get out of line here, but I'm just saying like there is people that are like risking going to prison to make money, and they should be on the Amazon influencer program. Right. They already have knowledge, like street smarts, you know what I mean? And the understanding and like work ethic. They're willing to like dodge police and like risk stuff to like have the upside. They're like diligent and like risk taker. I think they're entrepreneurs. Yeah. They just don't know that there's a better way to do it legally. And the viral, or not Viral Vue, but the influencer program, it's insane.
It is insane. I literally got chills like hearing you say, like, I've been doing it for 2 years. I speak about it, like I make videos about it, but it doesn't matter how many times like I hear or talk about it, it still sounds too good to be true because like you said $4,800?
Yep.
In 4 hours of making videos, probably another hour or two uploading.
Yeah,
right?
Thumbnails or whatever.
Which like, there's no other business where you can make that much money with no money, input. No risk. Like anyone could do. Like obviously you have an insane skill set, right? But you don't even need that skill set to do this.
And it's important for you guys to know that money I made has nothing to do with my audience or my followers, because those views come from page traffic on Amazon pages. It's nothing to do with me. But like the real meat and potatoes of this story is, had I been a regular person, I would have really doubled down on the 150 videos and I would have made $1,500. So now we're talking $48,000.
Right, exactly.
$48,000 for 40 hours of work.
It's like one week of work for the average human.
For a whole year's salary for one work.
Great way to put it. Dude, it's insane. I mean, we could drill this over and over again. What I want to ask is for the viewer who let's say one is just getting started or is two maybe thinking about getting started, what would be your advice to them?
I would just say trust the process. Like just believe and have faith and make as many videos as you can. Don't be like me and only make 150, make 1,500. Buckle down, lock in, as they say. Yeah. You know what I mean? Lock in. It won't be around forever. Right. Like there will be a point where even Cade will be like, man, I wish I would have stayed up for like whole weeks at a time and just made videos, because the opportunity won't be here forever.
Yes.
So imagine how you'll feel if you wait to take action. Yeah. It won't be, I wish I would have made 100,000 instead of 50,000. And to
Right.
B, I wish I would have made some money instead of none, because the same action that produces 5,000 a year right now might only produce 500 in 2 years. We don't know. Who
Yeah.
knows? Just, whatever. But I just think don't slack. Take massive action. And if you follow me at all, you should trust me a little bit. Like, I've never scammed anybody. I'm really authentic. I didn't even try to sell a course for over 10 years, you know what I mean, of being on YouTube. And so it's real, believe it, and take massive action.
I love it, and I can vouch for that. I mean, I said at the beginning, but like insanely trustworthy. You guys can trust everything that this guy says. And yeah, it's life changing money. I mean, I've been doing it for 2 years, and when I first started, I was taking massive action, making a ton of videos, and I'm at like I think 1,700 videos now.
Wow.
But even with like the action that I took, I wish I would have done more. Like
Yep.
looking back, it's like I'm making money every month from the videos I made 2 years ago.
Yep.
And I'm very grateful for the old version of Cade for putting in that work.
Mm-hmm.
But if that Cade could know what I know now, I would tell him make more videos.
Yeah,
like
right?
it's gonna pay off.
That's what I always tell people is like, look, if you have an insight and then you could go back in time,
Yeah,
do you think you could convince yourself to work harder?
yeah.
So like, let's just pretend that happened and work harder.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the future version of yourself telling you work harder and make the videos.
Right.
I love that. All right, I want to kind of transition now into Viral Vue, which is something that you've tried and kind of incorporated into your Amazon influencer business. How has that been going for you?
So obviously, like, as I mentioned, it's not my main form of income or whatever, but I use the tool to analyze all my product purchases. So it sounds silly, but my wife's not allowed to buy anything on Amazon anymore because what happens is she says, I want this, and I have her put it in the cart. And then I go and look at the item, and if it's like a unique item where there's no other version of that, like, yeah, we're buying that one. But if it's just like a private label item,
Right.
I'm trying to pick the best version of that will have a great ranking opportunity for us, including maybe paying more for it than I should have because like the return is better. And just doing that, you know what I mean, is making me money.
Right.
You know, and then we have the Creator Connections program, which is like click money. I don't even understand how that works. And then also just, the order history viewer is immensely useful, especially since I can go to other people's houses and then jack their order history. And now, like I said previously, I made 200 videos, 50 weren't there. Well, of the 150 that I made, maybe 50 of them I probably should have never made because they maybe made me nothing or one sale ever. And so I think it's imperative to understand, like, okay, even though I only made 150 videos, what if I would have known that those 50 were a waste of time, and then I would have did a different 50 products. So I would have had 100, 50, 100, 150. I would have had a 33% increase of videos that actually perform just because I used Viral Vue to know that these products I purchased are ones I should stay away from. Or even if it's just sorting them and just going like, do these ones first. And then you get to the bottom and you're like, those ones are not really as worth it, you know? But I instead went at it before I had Viral Vue, and I reviewed everything. Had I had the tool, I would have known some of these are a waste of time.
For sure. And you just articulated that perfect. And I want to dive into each of the things that you dove into first with the buying products. That's awesome that you tell your wife that, hold on, I'm making a purchase, because it makes a huge difference. So I do the same thing. I mean, I'm not married, but I do it with myself. Yeah. Anytime I buy a product on Amazon, and for those that don't know, you can search any product on Amazon and let Viral Vue scan it, and it will tell you from best to worst which one has the most opportunity, which one will make you the most money. I've probably spent $3,000 using Viral Vue, like buying products specifically for myself, and I would say I make my money back 9 times out of 10 and more because I'm buying products that sell well and have low influencer count, and it's crazy.
And the feedback is immediate. If it makes one sale in the first week, I'm pretty sure I'm going to make my money back at least. And at that point, I don't care. It's a wash. I can forget about it and then just let it make money for me.
Yeah. And then I'm not sure if you know about this. I mean, we'll dive into Creator Connections a little bit right now, but you can do that now with Creator Connections and find products that will give you 10, 20% commissions where you only need to sell it 5 times
Right.
instead of 50 times.
So
to
I
make your
need to
money back.
modify my purchasing habits in a new way to where I go to the Creator Connections
Exactly.
campaigns to search for products.
Yeah, so let's dive in a little bit with Creator Connections. For those who are just learning about Creator Connections, essentially a lot of brands are willing to pay an extra 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% for you to make a review video of their product. Now, you have 150 videos, I've got 1,600 videos. We can actually take our videos that we've already created and connect them to these campaigns and make this additional commission, which I know you did just recently.
Yep.
And Viral Vue allows you to literally, with a click of a button, find all of the possible campaigns available to get those additional commissions, and then another click of the button to automatically link them. Tell us how that experience went for you.
So you sent me a text. It was like, hey, we just launched a new feature. And I was like, cool. Because I had recently heard people talking about Creator Connections, but I went on my dash and didn't see it. I didn't put a lot of effort into it. And then you told me what to do, sign up for it, blah, blah, blah. And then I used the tool, linked it. Out of my 150 videos, I had like 6 or 7 that were linkable. Link, 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 click, 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 link. Forgot about it. Checked it in the morning. I made $5. Now, $5 is
Immediate
$5.
results is
$5
crazy.
or $5. So like people are like, well, $5, whatever. No, it was insane because the item that paid me $5 is an item that I sell 100 times a month. It's $20, and I only make 50 cents in the influencer program when it sells. So you're telling me that, and I mean, it sells 1 time a day. It's my best seller profit wise, even though it's only 50 cents every time
Wow.
it sells because of its high volume. And now I'm making an additional $5 every time it sells.
10x.
So like my next month might be 600 just because of that one product has a campaign, and I was making 50 cents. Now I'm making $5.50 every time it sells. This is a $20 product. I own 25% of the company. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm making more money off this product than the
Than
owners
they
are.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. And the best part is, like, you didn't have to do anything to do that. All you have to do is use Viral Vue, click the button, it'll find the campaigns for you. In the past, you had to manually kind of go and copy.
Yeah, and there's
copy
like how
paste.
many 250,000 campaigns?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and just to be fully transparent, this product I'm talking about is nothing special. It's literally like a carbon grinding wheel. My brother was using it to grind down the thin set under tile in the back building of our property that he was renovating for his tiny house. And I was on my grind. You know what I mean? I was filming while he was using it and demonstrating it, and it took 30 seconds, one take. And that video makes me
absolutely insane. When I first started Creator Connections, I was manually looking for the campaigns myself. And I think I found like 20, maybe high 20 campaigns myself, manually clicked them, probably took me a couple hours to do. And then once I used Viral Vue, the click, found everything for me, linked everything for me. I had 300, I think I got to 400 campaigns.
Wow.
And in a matter of my last 30 days, I've done an extra $800 without having to do anything. Like, it's crazy.
That is someone's rent right there.
Isn't that crazy? Like, unless like it takes, I mean, I've got a lot of videos, so it took about 15 minutes for it to scan my storefront.
Yep.
And then, but I can go do other things while it's scanning.
Oh yeah.
Hands-free, absolutely crazy. So love that feature. Last, just to kind of wrap things up, you talked about the order history scanner, which essentially is the ability to scan your Amazon purchase history, which we all shop on Amazon. It's crazy. We're currently in Miami right now at an Amazon sellers conference. And I remember during my presentation, I asked the audience, like, how many people shop every day on Amazon? And I would say 50% of the people raised their hand. Everyone's shopping on Amazon. So we all have tons of products, and you can scan your purchase history, and Viral Vue will sort from best to worst, which products will make you money and which products to avoid. I mean, you gave a great example at the beginning. You reviewed 50 products that didn't even exist on Amazon.
Right.
But then you probably have another 50 products that are just trash.
Yeah, but they're like, because I didn't have the order review tool, I was just going around my house picking stuff up. But like you is very much like anything else. You only see what you see, and there's like, the reality is once you go like, I think I found everything, there's probably 500 more that you're not thinking about.
Right.
But if you have the order history viewer, you can bring it up, analyze everything, sort by which ones are the greatest opportunity or the highest revenue or whatever, and go, oh, okay, those things. And then like, it's an endless rabbit hole, because when you have one product that does well, then you just go to the product detail page of that and you utilize Amazon's algorithm, which is suggesting similar products, you know,
right,
and in the same category or competing products. And then you run the page scan on that. and now I'm finding more stuff.
It's crazy.
It's honestly, it's kind of like an endless rabbit hole.
It
You could
is.
spend so long. I have like the other day I went like I had to return a product that my wife bought for the dog, and but it just turned into a crazy rabbit hole where I was just like, wow, like I realized like bully treats that dogs eat. It's like
Not
a,
the brand, but
but no, it's
anyway.
not. It's like a dehydrated bull penis.
Uh,
It's like a chew toy for
oh,
dogs.
really?
Yeah, and
Okay.
people buy them all the time. And we buy a 6-pack, 12-pack. They're like $2 a piece.
Okay.
On Amazon, there's boxes of like 50, 100 for like anywhere from $1 to like $4 a piece. These ones are organic. These are vegan or whatever. But there's these products that are like $300, $500. It's 40, 100 units. Gazillion reviews, selling 10,000 times a month, only a couple videos or just one. And so I'm just out here like, okay, like I'm about to buy my dog like 1,000 dog treats. You know what I mean? And well, those are going to be free. That's literally a business expense.
Yeah.
My dog treats,
Yeah.
and I don't know. It's kind of like the way I think about YouTube, where YouTube is like the biggest loophole with business expenses. Like literally my specific scenario, because I sell on Amazon, but I make videos about selling on Amazon. So if I wanted to, I could say my cost of goods for products is just an expense to
Right.
produce the media.
Right.
And or you could be like, oh, I went to Italy, so like that trip is a write-off or whatever, like I made a video about remodeling my kitchen, so the kitchen remodel, like I don't know how far you can push it, you know what I mean? But like with the influencer program, it's not even like what would your CPA say? You're like, I buy this to make the
review.
video.
Yeah.
That's it. What do you do afterwards? I donate it.
Yeah.
I donate it.
Right.
Like, or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. You can basically justify purchasing anything on Amazon. It's kind of a dangerous game. Or you can try and just get it for free with brand deals. I mean, there's so many different ways to make money with the Amazon influencer program. Just to wrap everything up, I mean, we've talked about 3 tools: the Product View, which is like purchasing Amazon; the Creator Connections, order history scanner. That's just 3 of the many tools of Viral Vue. But just to wrap things up, first, want to give your plug. Make sure you guys follow this guy. He seriously has like the best content. He's so authentic. Everyone here loves him. Like anytime he says like, "Hey, do this," everyone is like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do that," because he's just a trustworthy guy. He's been in the space for so long, and he's been so credible. His reputation is just so great. So follow him if you guys want to learn more. He's the GOAT, like I mentioned. Also, if you guys want to sign up for Viral Vue and haven't yet, you can use his coupon code, which is Reezy10, to get 10% off for life. We'll have that link down below to sign up. And then just to wrap everything up, do you have any final thought or any piece of advice that you want to give to the audience?
Yeah, don't sleep on it. It's real, because this opportunity is real. And if you wait, you're going to wish you didn't. So don't wait. Take massive action today.
Love it. Thanks for coming on, Reezy. It's been a privilege. We'll see you next time.